Good evening, and welcome to our inaugural episode here at Common Sense and the Devil's Advocate. Now that you're here, let's pop our cherry. So, yes, we will keep this initial episode short and sweet to give you a taste of how future episodes will work here. So, let me start off by introducing my sweet, sexy co host. His name is Mike. He's a
Hello.
quick witted, fast to argue child of the latchkey generations. So what does that mean? You might ask yourself. Well, if you are from our generation, you know. If you're not, that means he don't give a fuck. But he does, right? But let's be serious. I mean, we're from a generation that came, we saw, we conquered, we continue to dominate and get in your face. We were here pre-internet, during the internet, pre-smartphone, and now we're moving into the fun of AI. So, like other than world wars and famine, I think we've seen pretty much damn near everything now that we've even had a freaking pandemic, Didn't even
Yeah,
think about that one.
I'm okay with passing up all the old World War stuff. We're already seeing enough bullshit.
I agree. I agree. I agree. So, how are we going to do this? Well, as I've talked about it in another intro episode that I did, I'm going to give you the quick background. What we're going to do here is we're going to take a topic and we're going to argue this topic. Okay, well, everyone's done that shit before, right? How are we going to do something a little bit different? Well, here's what we're going to do. Is we're going to take that topic, we're going to flip a coin, a virtual coin. All right. And as we do that, Mike and I are going to get two different sides of said topic. One of us is going to argue pro, one of us is going to argue con. We're going to spin out our arguments, we'll let it go for a little bit, and then we're going to flip it. Flip it? What do you mean? Well, that's where devil's advocate comes into play. We know how to argue with ourselves, but we're actually arguing with the other person, arguing with ourselves, while still arguing with the other fucking person.
So
You
programmed
know,
schizophrenia.
exactly. That may seem minor. Why would you do such a thing? Well, I like to try and think of things as two sides to a coin. And the biggest thing in our environment these days is no one ever looks at the other side. They look at their view and they don't really give a shit on what's on the other side. So, this is a way to force ourselves and our guests to look at both sides of every topic. You cannot just argue left because when we're done, you're going to have to go right. What does that mean? Well, that means real simply, if you don't argue both sides, we're going to rip into your ass. And you're going to really not like it because we're going to argue both sides for you. And we're going to make you look like a fool if you're not going to be willing to play our game. All that means is you don't have the intelligence to think outside of your own box. All right. So, first, we're going to start off. Michael, are you ready? I have a random here. Would
Bring
you
it
like to
on.
call heads or tails, baby?
Oh, I'm all about the tails.
All right. And Mike wins with tails. You son of a bitch.
Woo!
All right. So, Mike, you will get to pick first. Do you want to go pro or con, the topic I'm about to give you?
I will go pro.
All right. Which is actually, this is a terrible topic for pro or con. So I'm kind of an idiot. Pro just means you can pick which side you want to argue with first. All right. Are you ready?
I'm
This one's
ready.
very simplistic. It's an easy one to argue, it's an easy one to agree and disagree with. Michael, strawberry jam versus grape jelly. Now, come on. That may seem very simple, minor, but it is a
No.
very passionate topic. I mean, trust me, I've had this argument in my family member with my family members many times, and it's very polarized. You are everybody's one side or the other in a lot of different manners. So, Mike, you got 3 minutes for this mini episode. Which flavors can go?
Ooh. Ooh. Strawberry's
Think,
got to be
think, think.
king. Strawberry's got to be king. Only
Okay.
because strawberry has so many applications. Okay, so you've got toast, bagels with cream cheese. It goes well with salmon, even though that sounds gross. Trust me, it's not. Just leave out the capers.
Just vomited in my mouth. Okay.
Try it sometime, baby. And, there is it just goes well with fun play, adult stuff.
Oh, he's going there already. Damn.
Yeah, see, the strawberry just seems to be a more palatable thing when you're doing the adult stuff than grape. So that
But
would
you're
have to be
talking
my
about, we're talking
pro.
So you're putting sticky strawberry jam on your wife?
It all depends on you. Depends on you.
You must have a real you must have a hell of a bag in there, is all I'm saying to clean up, messy boy.
So strawberry just is better with a salty tone than grape jam. So if you got the locks in the strawberry or a fine ass booty
Oh.
and
Mhm.
the strawberry, the reason why grape is not my fave, because it's pretty much peanut butter and jelly, hands down. That's it. If that's your only argument is peanut butter and jelly, grape loses. Strawberry's just got too many applications, too many favorable. What you got? What you got against strawberry?
That's good, that's good. I'm not okay. Alright, that's what you got? So listen, so I gotta remember. Let's start off with initially you gave me the ammo to go with right there. You're the one who said grape means peanut butter and jelly. Well, you're right. It is classic. Classic, beautiful peanut butter and jelly. Grape by itself, it's boring. You don't really get very creative with it. You don't want to put it on too much. It does not mix with a lot of things. You are correct. But close your eyes, fall back to your childhood. You're a 10-year-old little boy and you come home. Mom says, "What would you like for a snack?" And you say, "Oh, peanut butter and jelly, mommy." She
Should we
puts
be
that
doing this
sandwich in
drunk?
front of you. She puts that sandwich in front of you. You take that bite. That grape jelly is like it's like childhood coming back. So you don't get the versatility in the applications with the grape jelly, but you get the intimacy, you get the memories, you get the warm, cuddly hug with grape jelly that you always got from mom or dad when you were a little boy. And here's the other thing is, it's a little different nowadays, but if you were taking that shit to school to eat it, it's gonna be grape jelly on that with that peanut butter. Okay. Nowadays, someone, will probably shoot you because you can't take peanut butter into a school because, somebody, 6 blocks away is allergic to that shit, even though you ain't gonna share because you know your
We
peanut butter jelly sandwich is the bomb.
we didn't have any peanut allergies.
So that's my big argument on it. Okay. I want to say grape not as versatile, but it has the sledgehammer effect of bringing back childhood memories and just making you feel good all over. And even as a grown ass adult, I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every now and then when I'm in a weird mood, and that shit is still delicious to this very day. Even though I'm looking at it going, this is nothing but sugar and whatever, but god damn, is it good? Makes
Mhm.
me happy.
Especially when you take one of those Uncrustables and you drizzle a little butter on it and you put it in the air fryer, now you're in
Okay, you
trouble.
just slurred and said you said blutter, which is gross, but that actually
Butter.
sounds amazingly delicious. Yeah,
It is.
now I'm gonna try that. Son of a bitch. Gotta make it
Uncrustable,
creative.
Uncrustable, grape Uncrustable, spread it with a little bit of, butter in the air fryer. Your life has changed. You're welcome.
All right, everybody, you got that. You have something new to change. Me, I would probably take in the, I'd be going the Nutella wrap, a little bit of peanut butter, and just put that in the air fryer and melt it up. And it's like, it's like a s'more in your mouth without the marshmallow, which throw marshmallow in there is even better.
So going
But
back to
okay,
the grape and strawberry. So your argument is grape is better than strawberry only because it brings back the memories of childhood, your youth, the happiness of coming home to mom. Where
it is a
my
flavor.
where my argument with strawberry being the ultimate is because of hot booty.
Okay, okay, okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. Are you done? Are you done with your hot booty strawberry usage here, Michael?
I'm gonna try to be, but we'll see.
All right, all right. Now let's make this a little more difficult. Let's flip this motherfucker around on ourselves, all right?
Ooh.
All right, Michael. Now tell me why grape jelly is so much better than strawberry. Come on, what you got? Let's see how well you can spread your mind. And remember, you're going to have to do this for topics that are way more difficult than this. I've got a few out there that are things I know you hate, and I'm going to make you support them. So let's see what you can do with love and grape and hating strawberry.
If it's current events, I'm okay with that. Food is where you got me. There's so many viable applications for food.
Come on,
Okay, strawberry.
everybody eats jam and jelly, baby. Come on.
Why is grape superior to strawberry? Why? Other than, I'm not gonna reuse the same lame argument because it is fantastic with peanut butter. It definitely has more
Sorry.
bang for the buck on the peanut butter. You can have that one.
I'm gonna give you one, Mike. I'm gonna give you
Give it
one.
to me.
I don't want to
Give it
give
to
you.
me.
You ever been poor, Mike? We've all been poor. Well, not all of us, but a lot of us have.
Oh, yeah.
You ever take Ritz crackers? Ritz crackers. What jelly are you putting on a Ritz cracker?
You know what? I was gonna say saltines and jelly, but grape
Oh,
on
so oh, wow, you went
saltines?
man. You were real poor. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We
We
went
just had knockoff
saltines,
Ritz in
buddy.
our house.
Okay, so not only did we have saltines, we had the saltines that you got from the restaurant packets from everybody's lunches that they didn't eat and brought home and put into one of those grocery bags. I was we was so poor, Joe.
Okay, I'm gonna let you marinate on that for a minute, Mike. Okay.
But I'll give
Well,
you
you
that.
marinate on that
Saltines and grape jelly, beautiful.
because yeah, you ain't putting that on strawberry. I'll admit that one. I'll admit that one right there.
Strawberry's too lame.
Yeah, for that. But okay, now I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you some benefits. We know I should have dug more on this on the cons. I There's the other thing where we shit the bed on this, and we went with only pros. We did not even think about the cons because I can think of a few cons when it comes to strawberry. So again, just to make your life a little bit easier, you got to deal with seeds. They get stuck in your teeth. If you try to spread it on something, you got some of that kind of stuff. It's a little bit chewier. Okay, it's a little bit different. But now me, strawberry. Like you said, the beauty of strawberry jam is like you said, the ways that you can use this bitch. You can use it everywhere. You went into the booty sexy sex. That's great. Me, I wake up, I think, I want a nice fresh crepe. Just put some strawberry jam in that thing. There's never a time where I've never had strawberry on anything and not smile. It's just a flavor that is just, oh my God, it's just so damn good. Some people don't like it, and those people are communists. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I mean, come on, grape. Okay, look, you know what? If I spread, a squeeze. Here's the thing: is how often do you take grape and you can spread it evenly with a knife? It's messy, sloppy, runny, shitty. Nice strawberry jam spreads nicely. It's hearty. It stands up like a 17-year-old with morning wood. It's an amazing thing. With what you can do with it. It's so versatile. It's so tasty. It's filling.
The grape jam has so much density to it when you actually scoop it. It's there. It doesn't fall off the damn knife. It's like one big
Okay,
globular.
but here's the thing. All right, so you make yourself a big sandwich, and when I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I don't play around. I want to taste it. So there's tons of peanut butter in there and more jelly than there should be.
Mhm.
So here's two things. There's two great ways to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right, because that's really what you're doing with these jellies. Let's be honest here. That's what we're arguing. What's the best way to make a goddamn peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Grape or strawberry? So if you just put it on there and you go too heavy with your grape or your strawberry jelly, when you bite into it, the grape one's the one that's going to fall out the back. Okay, and if you want to take your sandwich to another level, you toast the bread first. You toast the bread, then you put it on there. You got nice warm peanut butter. You got your jam and jelly, and they're just kind of mixing in there. They're making music. You're going to take a nice bite of this. But the worst thing about that, you use grape, that is everywhere. You're wiping off your shirt. You can't eat it
Yep.
in the car.
You gotta call the
Strawberry?
dog over.
Exactly. Strawberry's gonna hold it together for you. It's everything that the world should be. But all right, let's be honest. Strawberry, grape, peanut butter and jelly, two things that go great together. You should love them which way you want. And I think that's where we're at on this one. So this was
We'll
not the
call it a
easiest
draw.
of topics. Yeah. This was not the easiest of topics to really get into. But
But
again, the big one of this one was
we could add a
well, go ahead.
caveat to it.
Do it.
Buttering the bread before making the peanut butter and jelly. Have you ever had that, Joe? Salted
I
butter.
don't think it see that I've never done that when you add jelly into it. Buttering with peanut butter, especially salted, is
Mhm.
delicious. Or if we want to, and I hate to do this because we're getting so far off topic, but have you ever taken a peanut butter sandwich and sprinkled like some sugar on that bitch? Just some peanut
Yeah.
butter, a little bit of crunchy sugar, slam it together and chew it up. I mean, it's diabetes, but that didn't exist back in the 80s. So let's just go to town on that. It was delicious and it made you happy. So
All
again,
right.
very lighthearted topic. I'm not gonna dig into this too much more because people are gonna listen to this and wonder what the fuck's wrong with us. Okay.
Well, we're drinking.
So from now on, the topics are going to get way more polarized. All right. We're going to hit things like politics. We're going to hit things like religion. We're going to hit
Mhm.
things that people just love and some people just hate. I got a few really good ones in mind. Very lighthearted things that people are so passionate about, they will just start fighting over. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And hopefully, you can listen to us and we can offend you in 6 or 7 different ways every day.
Or
And you
enlighten
will,
you.
and yes, you will enjoy that and you will learn to be a little more sarcastic with the rest of the world because if you can't have sarcasm, you can't have any fun.
Why so serious?
Michael, anything else you
Joe,
want to say on the way out?
love, I'm drunk.
All right. Of course, we will always be drinking when we do this because as the topic goes on, it'll get worse and worse and way more exciting.
We
We'll
drink because
catch
they
you all
have to.
later. We drink because we have children.
Yes, Joe.
Yes, we'll catch you all later. Thank you for joining us on Common Sense and the Devil's Advocate. Until next time, when we get way
Later.
more serious and argue a lot heavier.